Hello, welcome to this short show reel that introduces some of my research interests here at the School of City and Regional Planning in Cardiff University. My name is Dr. John Anderson and I lecture in human geography here in the school, and my research interests focus on the key relationships between people and place. These aspects, these relationships between people and place, I feel are the fundamental building blocks of human geography. Human geography often seems quite an abstract discipline. It's the thing that teaches you the capital of Iceland for Christmas games of Trivial Pursuit, for example, and the capital of France, the rivers that flow through Europe. But for me, that kind of relatively superficial understanding of human geography doesn't really get at the key fundamentals that motivate my interest in the discipline. For me, human geography is about the relationships between people and place. On one level, it's about people, it's about the different cultures, the different societies, the different social groups, the different ethnicities, the different religions, the ages, the abilities and the disabilities of different people in different places. And it's also about the places themselves. What are these places like? Their different environments. But importantly, it's the relationship between people and place. The emphasis on the and, the connection between people and place, is as important as the individual components themselves. So it's how do people in different places value the world around them? Where do they feel at home? Where do they have a sense of belonging, a sense of patriotism? What environments and places do they feel moved by? Do they have feelings for? Do they feel connected to? They might campaign for, perhaps even might fight for. These are what's really interesting for me about human geography, and it's these elements that motivate all the different research projects that I've been involved in. I've been involved in a range of research projects, and if you click on different spaces on the website, you will see the range of different projects that I've been involved within. And these have focused primarily on issues of culture, different cultural groups and different cultural places, but also on environment and environmentalism, the different identities people have in relation to the environment and the different political practices they get involved in to try and protect different types of environment. Similarly, I've also had research interest in rural places, in rural environments, but in the countryside more broadly. How people care about the places in which they live in rural environments and the sorts of different political actions and political spaces they seek to create in order to further those places, to get political representation for those places and conserve and preserve those places from the onset of urban development and expansion. Furthermore, I'm also interested in the activities that people get up to in particular environments, and this is focused particularly on the practice of surfing. Surfing is a really interesting process where people get involved in non-human nature, get involved in fluid worlds, in worlds that aren't dominated or controlled in any sense by human beings. I'm really interested in how people feel about the practice of surfing, how their emotions connect themselves to their environments, and indeed how those emotions influence their identity, the sense of who they are, even their whole lifestyle, and indeed from that sort of political practices they're interested in order to preserve these transient and flowing aspects of non-human nature. How can we preserve a wave, for example? How can we preserve, conserve, politically protect a surfing break? And how can we protect the different cultures that are associated with those practices of surfing? Finally, I'm also interested in innovations in methodology, particularly qualitative methodology, which will allow us to access these often intangible, pre-literate, inchoate understandings of people's relationships between themselves and the worlds around them. What sort of interviews, focus groups, digital technology, biomapping, ethnographies, photos, field diaries, autobiographies and autoethnographies can be used to access these worlds. Feel free to click on different aspects of the website to find out more information about these issues.